Taxstone and Troy Ave. I knew deep down, man, Tax was a goofy, man, just a goofy. But I heard it. I got it. I got the proof today that he is a goofy, a supreme goofy at that. So I'm watching and it's amazing how they try to, I don't know why people be hating on Troy Ave like that. From the outside looking in, from a distance, I could see, Tax just being a goofy. But man, the shit I heard today, I'm like, damn, this nigga was a supreme goofy. And the narrative that Troy Ave is a snitch, that's amazing too. Why they got that going on? Why they keeping on the low? What they really keeping on the low? Why everybody, making it seem like Troy a snitch for doing, getting on the stand, doing this, that, and other. They leaving the major part out. That actually vindicate from Troy actually being a snitch. The man is not a motherfucking snitch. Clearly he ain't no snitch. This shit crazy, this shit they said, man. So I guess there was a podcast, I'm sorry, what is it? What you call it? What the fuck is the name of that shit? Clubhouse, Whack. Whack 100. And I guess they had they interviewed Troy Ave's bodyguard, Banger, the one that died in the altercation with Taxstone, his brother. They interviewed his brother Trife. So Trife comes and he gives details about some things that were said in the actual court case. And it's amazing how everybody leaving so much out. That boy Taxstone was a supreme goofy. It is amazing. I couldn't even want to live in a world with a dude like that. And I know some scumbags. Man, it is crazy. This dude, I don't even know where I want to start with this shit. So this dude, he the snitching, Troy Ave and the snitching part. So it turns out that Taxstone is the real fucking
In a quarter-mile
snitch.
turn left onto Wilmington-Lebanon Road, C7.
That is amazing how they leave that part out. I guess Taxstone has a lot of supporters, and their voice is a little louder than Troy's because how everybody's leaving out
Road,
the Tax is the real snitch is interesting. So they say in the same court that they say Troy Ave was snitching in. Damn, I made a
Continue
wrong
for 5
turn.
miles in Wilmington-Lebanon Road, C7.
In the same court
Head north on
with
Harveysburg
Troy
Road,
Ave is
then in
so-called
600
snitching,
feet make a U-turn on Harveysburg Road.
Taxstone was actually had already, before Taxstone had even was charged with a crime, he had said Troy Ave was the
In 700
one
feet turn right onto Wilmington-Lebanon Road,
that killed
C7.
and shot everybody that was in Irving Plaza. He said Troy Ave was the one who did it all. Even though that's a lie, it's amazing nobody calling Tax a snitch for doing that. And it's also amazing that nobody is that they saying Troy is a snitch for actually saying, no, I didn't. This is actually what happened. So Troy under the gun, being accused of being a killer, being a shooter, assaulting people,
Continue for 5 miles in Wilmington-Lebanon Road,
doing
C7.
this, that, and other. Man, it's amazing the shit Tax did. Oh man, the shit is crazy. So he, Tax, he's telling the police. So Tax has a Fed case and a state case. Tax had already played out to the Fed case. It's amazing. The thing, oh my gosh, they say this man told on himself so bad. There was no need for Troy Ave to testify. I guess the system just wanted to help Troy out in the situation because he was like, oh man, they say the man Tax had mentioned Troy's name on social media, tagged him on social media 700 times. Taxstone was obsessed with Troy Ave. Who mentions a person or tags a person's name 700 times? They said this in court. They said that number in court. Who mentions somebody's name that much? That's obsession. That is a clear obsession. It's some different shit going on with your boy Tax. But Tax before he gets charged with a crime, he goes in telling everything. He said, yeah, Troy Ave the one that did this. Troy Ave the one that shot this person. He had the gun. He did this. Troy Ave, the guy who got killed, he even told the police, the dude, the banger, he said Banger, he just caught a case. He shot such and such. He was doing such and such. He was already telling. It is amazing these dudes, man, knowing them, who close to the situation, who know this. I know they know this because they were in court and I'm pretty sure they had their people in court that heard this shit. It's amazing how ain't nobody mentioning that shit. Tax was a real fucking snitch. Man, and the shit that this nigga told his sister to do, it's gonna fuck it. This dude is special. This is a special type of nigga. They supposed to throw niggas like this away. He's an amazing motherfucker. Man, but yeah, he the real snitch, man. Troy defending himself. So what happens in court? Troy Ave is in court, watching the man say, or hearing testimony, hearing, what you want to call it? I guess when you, give statements. Troy Ave in there listening to statements from Taxstone lawyer, where Taxstone is saying that yeah, Troy Ave was doing all this shooting. Troy Ave the one, he did this, that, and other. Nobody calling him a snitch for that. Troy has to defend himself. Troy says in response to that, well, no, I ain't the one that did that. This is exactly what happened. I don't get the narrative they trying to push on the boy Troy, and that's what's more important than anything, for real, because Tax threw himself away. That goofy Tax, he's a goofy. He threw himself away. I don't know why they don't like Troy though, because it's like everybody, you know, they go on, even in the pod, on the Whack 100 clubhouse with Trife. You can hear Whack, and you can hear you can see how he manipulates the conversation with Trife. He don't want Trife to say certain things. He cut Trife off. He redirects him, you know, stuff like that. And it's like he want to stick with the narrative. Even after I heard, he want to stick with the narrative that Troy is a snitch. Even after I listened to it, I was shocked that nobody came to the conclusion like, well, hold up, Tax is a real snitch. They start going to different other conversations, and I'm just like, wow, this is intentional. Because soon as I heard what I heard, I'm just like, Tax is clearly the snitch, a snake at that. He's a special type of, he's a peasant. He's a peasant. When you hear about the shit he told his fucking sister to do, to a witness, to somebody, not a witness, but was it a witness? The shit that he told he told his sister to do for him to I don't know if it was for a juror or a witness. The shit that he told his own fucking sister to do to help get him off. They have it recorded. The shit that they have recorded is fucking amazing. The phone calls, man, it's amazing. Oh man, Taxes are super goofy. The way he made it seem like he was shocked at Troy Ave so-called snitching. He shouldn't have been shocked. Or he was really playing a game because Tax had already pled guilty. He had already told the feds that he took the gun to Irving Plaza. He told them he had done the shoot. He had told them this, that, and the other. But then he went to the state and tried to fight and give them a whole different details of events. That nigga Tax he's a supreme goofy. To keep it simple, he told the feds he was guilty, and then in his state case, he tried to say he was innocent. So now, between the feds and the state, they playing tennis with him. You know, he done played out in the feds. He done played guilty. So now the feds waiting on the state to see how much time they gonna give Tax. After they give Tax the time, you know, the feds deal with the
1 mile
points,
turn left to take the highway
the point
ramp onto
system in the feds.
I-71 south towards
So
Cincinnati.
after Tax points go up, then they're gonna add that to Tax sentencing. Tax played itself something crazy. That shit ain't had nothing to do with Troy Ave being a snitch. It's amazing how he might as well just pled guilty, because he pled guilty in the feds but tried to fight it in the state. He told the feds everything. It's amazing. Oh man, when you hear the man, the Trife, who was in the courtroom and heard, oh man, that shit is amazing. Tax is the real fucking snitch.